Okay, good morning. I'm going to go ahead and go over those 4 strategies of multiplication that we learned last week. We begin our lesson with counting by twos. We're going to count forward and then backwards, and you can count with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. And then we can count backwards, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, and 2. And these are our 2 times tables. These are multiples of 2. So 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, and so on. So that's why we're going to continue counting by multiples. We're working on 0, 1s, and we're going to start 2s, so I'm getting you ready for that. So our strategies to multiply are, we have 4 strategies that we talked about last week. We talked about an array, which is columns and rows. And if you look here, okay, these would be my columns, okay? And they go like the equator, back and forth, okay? And then we have our rows, and they go like the prime meridian, they go up and down. So these are my rows here. So when I do a multiplication equation, I'm taking basically my columns, which are 4, times 3 rows, which equals 12. So that's our first way of doing our multiplication. Our second way is equal groups. And what you do is you would take 3 groups and that are the same size, and you're going to put 4 things inside those groups. And multiplication will tell us how many presents we have in all out of those 3 groups. So we have 4, and 4 is 8, and another 4 would be 12. So 3 groups times 4 equals 12. Our third way to do it is to skip count. And what we can do is we can count by 4s 3 times. So 4 plus 4 is 8, plus another 4 is 12. So we're counting by 4 3 times, because here's our 3, and we're counting by 4 3 times. Now can you do the other way around? Can you do 4? Can you count by 4s 3 times? Yes, because we know you can change the order of your factors and still get the same product. And then our third way to multiply is repeated addition. And here what we're doing is we're taking 3 and adding it 4 times to get 12, or you can go ahead and add 4 3 times to get 12. So those are the 4 strategies that we've been talking about, and these strategies are really important for us to understand multiplication. Because remember, we have to understand multiplication, and then we have to memorize our facts. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this first problem, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw an array for 6 times 4. So I'm going to grab my marker here. I know I want 6 columns, or 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I want 4 in each row. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows by 4 columns. Now, the way I can find the answer is I can come in here and I can count all of these circles, or I can come in here and I can add by 4 6 times. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Another 4 is 12. Another 4 is 16. Another 4 is 20. And then another 4 is 24. So I know my answer is 24. Or I can count by 6 4 times. 6 plus 6 is 12. And then we got another 6 plus 6 is 12. And then we would go ahead and we would add another 6 to it, which would be 18, and then another 6 which would be 24. That's why addition is so important, and we need to really know our addition facts, because what we're doing in multiplication is we're just repeatedly adding the same number. All right, so that's strategy number one, draw an array to show how to get your answer. The second strategy is draw equal groups. So here we can have 6 circles. And I'm just going to make a copy of 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I want 6 all together. These are my groups. We've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 4, we got 5, and then we have 6. So those are our groups right there. Got 6 groups. And I think to myself, how many do I need to put in each group? Well, my other number in my equation is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 4 in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can come in and I can add, and I know 4 plus 4 is 8, another 4 is 12, another 4 is 16, another 4 is 20, and then another 4 is 24. So I know my answer is 24. Now what I've been noticing is that some people are doing the actual arrays and groups, but they're not going in and counting the number of circles to get the total amount of 24. You got to be very careful. You've got to make sure that you're counting and you're adding correctly. Okay, so you've got to go back over your work, and that's where that memorization of the facts helps. All right, so multiplication strategy number 3 is to skip count. So what we can do is we're going to skip count by 4 6 times. So 4, and then another 4 would be 8, and another 4 be 12, another 4 would be 16, another 4 would be 20, and then another 4 would be 24. So as you can see, I skip counted by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 times. So I added up by 4, but I did it 6 times to get my 24. And then the last way that we're learning how to multiply is through repeated addition. So here I have 6 times 4. I can come in and I can add 6 4 times. 6 plus 6 plus another 6 plus another 6. So I've got my 6 4 times, and I can come in here and then I can add. Okay, so I know 6 plus 6 is 12. And I can add that to my other 6 plus 6. And I know 12 plus 12, 2 and 2 is 4, and 1 and 1 is 2, equals 24. Now I can also do this for 6 times also. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And I just go back and count them, make sure I got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can go ahead and I can count up by 4s, and I would get 24. Okay, so these are the important strategies for multiplication. You need to think about which one makes the most sense to you, and that's the one that you're going to use. Now, you should have a good understanding of all of them, but you're probably going to use just one of them as you move forward in multiplication. Figure out which one works best for you, and before you know it, you'll be multiplying like a queen or a king. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.